talk to me about affordability.
Yes,
right?
I do. We're here with Michael Fremer from the Tracking Angle, and also
Editor at large at the Absolute Sound for now. Yes, I am. Am I holding you're holding the microphone?
you can hold it.
I can hold
trust
it.
you with this. Yeah.
This is Walter Cronkite, CBS News. Okay, so you ask about affordability. Every time I put up a video of all this expensive gear that's here, people say, well, this industry is going to go away. Nobody can afford this stuff, and young people can't afford this stuff. But when you go to a car show, what's the attraction? The attraction isn't the Kias or the Toyotas. The attraction are the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis and the cars that come from Italy that with the names that go on. The name will go on forever. The Lamborghini, Ferrari. But the cheap stuff is there too. The less expensive cars are there too. And when you come to a show like this, we shoot videos. We want to attract people. We want to show them the really glitzy, exotic stuff, and that's what I mostly shoot. But reasonably priced gear is here, and if it's not at this show, it's certainly available. You can find inexpensive turntables. You can put together a system today for a better system today than a system cost in the 60s. When I was in college way back when, there were 52 kids on my dorm floor. There were 2 people with what we would call audiophile component systems. There was me with a really cheap one and a guy named Lincoln Young, who I actually found in Hong Kong a couple of years ago. I ran it. I said, "Are you the Lincoln Young?" He was a colonel. It was him. It was really cool. We talked. And he's still an audiophile. He follows my stuff, and we hadn't spoken in like 50 years. That was cool. But the fact is, there were only 2 people with a component system. Everybody else who had anything, if they had anything, it was a Sears Roebuck pull-down changer with the springy turntable and the flip-out speakers, and it was junk.
Right.
And it sounded horrible, and it ruined records. Today, for about the same amount of money, if you equivalate it, is that a word? Equivalate? I made it a word.
now.
If you equivalate it in dollars for what it cost in the 60s to now, it's probably, you can get a much better system. You can buy a U-turn turntable for $200, $250. That's really good. It's good. Now, they're not at this show. They don't do this show. And you can buy an inexpensive amplifier, integrated amplifier, for not that much money. You can buy a pair of good speakers for very little money. And for very little money, you can have a decent system. And the same is in the digital world. You got your phone. Your phone's going to make digital. You can play it through your system, whatever. You can get a really, and stream all the music ever made for $9 a month, or whatever it is. And headphones. The headphone thing is what's getting young people into this hobby. So you go into the Can Jam or whatever, they have one here, and you can put headphones on and hear amazing sound, and your mommy's not going to complain when you play it loud, and get into this hobby that way. And then later on, you'll get yourself a better system with speakers, and you'll be fine. And the gateway to this is headphones and good headphone amplifiers and inexpensive turntables. I mean, I meet more young people who are into it through vinyl. They get an inexpensive turntable, then they go crate digging at used record stores at the bottom of the barrel to hear whatever they want to hear, cheap records, just for the fun of it, for nothing. So I'm not worried about the future of this industry in terms of it's too expensive. Yeah, the top end stuff is getting very, very expensive. But I will say, when you hear the top end stuff today, it's much better than it ever was. People who say, oh, it's just being dressed up differently, it's no better than it was 30 years ago. No way. It's way better now. It's gotten way, way better for a lot of reasons, both because of the materials and the technology and the measurement. Everything's better. So I'm very optimistic about the future.
And you said it all. The fact is, the technology has made it's a game changer.
Yeah.
Where they're making this equipment, it's so inexpensive,
Yeah.
so affordable. You see it bringing new people in. You see it bringing young people in.
But the U-turn is made in Massachusetts, in Woburn, Massachusetts, and they're making this arm out of magnesium. They developed a magnesium tone arm for a $250 turntable. That's insane. And magnesium is an incredible material for making a tone arm because it's a self-damping material, and they've got one. And that turntable for $250, whatever it is, sounds great, and then you can upgrade it over time and make it better and better and better.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's really no excuse, right? There is an on-ramp to this hobby.
Yeah. There's always going to be pessimistic people in the world, and I can't do anything about them. Yeah. And I'm pessimistic about certain things in the world, but other things are great. And if you're into music, you can stream every piece of music for almost nothing. And then when I used to go buy records in the 60s, I had to spend $5 on a record without knowing what it sounded like. And I bought a lot of junk for $5 a record, really junky records, Now you can stream it first and then buy it. and then find out it's a junky pressing. But at least the music's good, and the people that put it out were too cheap to master it correctly, so it sounds like a bad file put on a record, which is what it is. That's a whole nother subject, and I can't answer that for you right now.
But the low end is accessible, and it's out there, and it's cool. Right?
Of course it is. Yes, these naysayers, I'm tired of them.
I think your record dealer just showed up with your.
He's really my drug dealer, but I'm saying he's my record dealer.
Records are your drug.
He's my record dealer. We're gonna go smoke some records. Oh, wait, did I say that? No, we're not. I'm gonna play some records. Don't use any of this footage. No, use it all. Use it all, baby. I don't care anymore. Like I was telling you before, I don't care about anything anymore. It's when I was younger, I always wondered why older people are so happy, because a lot of them are happy. I said, they're going to die soon. Why are they so happy? And I'm happier. I'm happier than I've ever been, because I don't care about anything anymore, because I'm going to die soon. So it's the greatest liberation. I'm not going to die soon.
No, please don't.
I won't.
Not this weekend, at least.
I won't. I promise you.
Thank you for taking time, Michael. It's great seeing you again.
Good seeing you, too. And I will see you next year here.
We will. We'll be here. He's the guy over in the corner. We stood him up by the turntable.
Yes. Okay, I got to go talk to my drug dealer.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay. Be good.
It's Thomas Mulready from Cool Cleveland here at AXPONA 2025.